Well, hey guys, welcome back. It is January the 2nd. It is Sunday. It is the last day of deer season for those of you hunting public land. I've still got one buck tag left, and I can shoot as many does, obviously, as I want. I'm going on a 2 mile hike back here. I'm going to a spot I have not hunted this year. I've hunted in the vicinity, but I haven't hunted this exact spot. I'm doing a hanging hunt, got my stand back here. It is super quiet outside. There's very little wind, if any at all. And in what little bit it seems like is a little bit out of the north. It's 39 degrees, and this is the hottest part of the day right now. And it's like 4:30 in the morning. So I think it's going to get down to 31 later in the day. So it's just going to constantly get colder, which to me says this is ideal conditions for deer hunting. So stick with me. I'll see you in the stand. I'm not going to be overly picky today. Any deer that walks, I'm taking a shot. So hopefully we'll have some luck here in a bit. See you in the tree. Well, I'm not even halfway to the stand yet, or where I'm going to set the stand, but I was way wrong on the wind. The wind was not blowing in my house, but now that I got out here, it's blowing like 12 miles an hour, and it's out of the north, and it's out of the west, and it's out of the west-northwest, and it blew out of the south for a half a second. So it is all over the map. It's going to be one of those kind of days. So well, that didn't take very long. It is 7:04 on January 2nd. This is the last day of the 2021-2022 deer season. I mean, it's only been daylight for 20 minutes. Shooting light, legal shooting light was 25 minutes ago, I think. 24 minutes ago, something like that. And I'm panning because you're obviously not going to hear anything. The wind is howling today. And I knew I wasn't going to hear anything when I saw something glimpse through a little pocket in the bushes. And here, let me just show you real quick. All right. So my deer is right over there. It's barely light enough for the camera. I mean, you can see the deer is right there. Anyways, I wish it was a little lighter outside. What I did is I got right here in the bedding area. I mean, it's literally, you can't see it on camera, but it is just thick and nasty in there. And I figured this being late season, if I was gonna have a chance at killing something, I was gonna have to get in the thickest stuff I can find, because these deer have been heavily pressured. Anyways, this piece of property is what you can actually legally hunt right here. It's not very big, but it's attached to like 16,000 acres. And I think the total deer count so far for the entire season for the full 16,000 acres is only like 20 something deer. Geese are flying over. So there haven't been very many deer killed out here. I haven't seen many deer out here, like at all, not even walking around. So the fact that I could see a buck and actually shot a buck and got to fill my last tag is just freaking great. I'm gonna pack all my gear up. I got a long walk back out to the truck. I'm about 2 miles from the truck right now. Close to 2 miles, might not be quite 2 miles, but it's close. I bought my pack to pack a deer out, but it's in the truck along with my skinning knife and all that stuff. So I knew I wouldn't be able to carry all this camera equipment and my deer stand and all that stuff and then tote that plus a deer back. So I'm gonna have to carry all this stuff back to the truck, get my pack, come out here, cut this deer up, and then haul it back out. So I'll get back with you in just a minute once I get my gear out of the tree. All right, guys, so you can see how thick it is in here on the ground. My deer is just right over there. And I actually walked in this way, so I was actually having to hunt the direction I walked in. But the wind was blowing back this way. I mean, I can look from up in the tree. I can see out in here pretty good. Let's walk over here and see what this deer is looking like. But I picked the thickest spot on the map and said, all right, I'm gonna walk that way. Somebody else has been hunting in here. There's a ribbon. Well, there is a ribbon. There's not a ribbon line, which is strange. All right, guys, well, I had to back up a second. He was still alive when I got over here. So I put another shot in him. I was aiming for high shoulder. And that's where I hit. I hit him right in the spine. That's where I actually hit him. But it should have been, I was 20 feet above him in the tree. But you can see what he is. He's a, what is he, a 7-point? But given the type of season I've had, I am glad to end on that one. I was willing to shoot anything today. Well, like I said, it's the tail end of the season. I had planned on shooting anything that moved today. If it was a doe, I was going to take it. I wanted to film my last buck tag, and I got to, so that's fantastic. It's been a really tough season. I think I'm hearing from a whole lot of people that the deer population on public is just not very good this year. So this deer's not very big. The body size on it looks very poor. I mean, it looks like a healthy deer. It's just really small. I mean, you could see he's not very big. Pretty young deer. His body shape is really funny, but anyways, I'm gonna get my gun. I got my pack with all my clothes and my stand, and I'm about to make this long journey back out to the truck, and I'll get my deer pack. I bought it to go to Iowa, and we never ended up killing a deer in Iowa, so I never got to use it. So I'm kind of anxious to use it. And the deer hauler works great, but when you're 2 miles in and you're going through all this kind of jungle, it's still tough. So I'm gonna get the deer pack, skin the deer out in the woods, and haul him out of here on my back. But I'll be back with you guys as soon as I get back out here. All right, guys. Let's get my sleeves rolled up. Whew, it's been a long day already. All right, it is 9 o'clock. It took me a while to run back to the truck to get my stuff and to come back to get started. I'm on my 6th mile already, 2 miles in, 2 miles back out, 2 miles back in. Now I got to cut this guy up and get him in that bag. It's a brand new bag. I've never actually done this before this way, but I'll tell you what all I got. I've got the game bag that's got the metal frame and the Sirius pads on the back. I got the meat game bags. I got my trusty Gerber. And I've got these Centaway pads. These are just the field wipes, but I'm going to use them to clean up as I go so I don't make a mess. Anywho, all right, guys, it is starting to sleet. I got the whole deer packed in the bag. I got my head. For those of you that are wondering that don't hunt, you cannot take the deer out without something to be able to tell what it is. Which I want my rack anyway, but cinched on my waist, there's my deer. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, well, I made it out. That was a long haul for 2 miles, and that wasn't even that big a deer. I don't know how you guys do this up in Iowa where you're killing those, 300 pounders. Like, that was a decent sized deer, but he wasn't big. But you can see how much sleet has fallen. It's 10:17, so took an hour and a half or so to get him cut up and get him up here. So in the last hour, that much sleet has fallen. Anyways, I'm gonna head to the house and get this guy in the fridge, cut him up in the next couple of days. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.